of our first segment is about books, reading, writing, and literacy. Two special people, both superstar advocates for all children's literacy, are with us tonight. Winni Jackson, 41 years with County of Los Angeles Children's Services Division. Winni, an advocate for children, has accomplished nothing less than a marvelous history of bringing many influential people together from around the world, all to inspire children to take hold of their futures through education and literacy. For example, Winni has brought together an impressive list of assistants toward her cause, from the Prime Minister of New Zealand to film director Peter Jackson of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, from famous author families such as Roy Tolkien, the great-grandson of J.R.R. Tolkien, author of the Rings trilogies, to Doug Gresham, the stepson of author C.S. Lewis, who, of course, authored the Chronicles of Narnia. Each one came from England to be by Winni's side, to meet and speak and inspire children from all around California schools. Winni has forged partnerships that span the entertainment business, national governments, authors and publishers, and with school administrators and teachers from all around California to bring literacy alive. With Winni tonight is a special friend, Mr. Bob Baker. Bob is a writer for lots of different publications and currently is freelancing. He has worked with Winni through many years of her amazing events for children, making sure that Winni's efforts to serve children were printed in the LA Times. Bob Baker has played a big role in promoting literacy through the use of his own writings, books, and films, and many creative he and Winni have collaborated on together through the years. Please welcome Winni Jackson and Bob Baker. I just like to soak it in.
Right.
I just like to soak it in.
It's really good.
Oh, man.
It's really good.
Sometimes on the weekends, they just come and hang out. Like when I'm
Really?
going from like the kitchen to like the bedroom or whatever, they just give me a little jingle or whatnot.
Well, you know, I mean, that's the way to start the day.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you're going to kick it, whoever's on that drum over there, beat it, let's go.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. Boy.
Yeah,
hit it
he's
with
a pretty
the
good.
guitar.
Little Ben, we like to call him.
All right.
Gentle Ben.
Huh?
Gentle.
Gentle bit. Okay.
If he was a bear.
We can appreciate it.
Yeah, we can,
You know.
definitely. Well, it is great to have you two on the show today. And I know you come with a massive story, not one that can be told in a small amount of time. But the nice thing is, this is going to be something ongoing. And this is going to be kind of where we start, where we get introduced. And you kind of let us know what's going on. You have been involved with literacy for a long time. In fact, it would probably be safe to say it's your life's work. And it's not finished, but you have spent a large portion of your life dedicated to literacy. Why don't you kind of take us back to the beginning and tell us how you got involved and kind of the origins of it for you?
Well, let me start this way. This gentleman sitting next to me is part of an intricate part of my life.
Sure.
Because I have been blessed to have Bob see my vision and kind of understand from whence it came.
Mm-hmm.
My great-great-grandfather was a slave.
That seems like a bad thing.
Well, it was a bad thing that turned into a good thing.
Those are the best things.
Okay, because he took a really bad situation, and those things that were denied him, like books and being able to write, he compelled his children and his grandchildren. Education became a priority. In the Carolinas, slaves could save money. And being that Texas was the last to emancipate, for whatever reason, they would allow them to buy land.
I'm guessing they figured they wouldn't be able to buy it. So it's one of those things like, we're going to make it seem like we're doing you a favor, hoping you never take us up on it.
Well, the people that walked across with my great-great-grandfather, they had saved money, and they came across and they bought land, their 100 acres, in a place called, and started a little town called Snow Hill, Texas. I still have family there today. Trees so tall you can't even see heaven.
That's awesome.
But he left me a legacy because he put something in place where I could go back, where I could look at it, where I could understand it. And a lot of our families still live there. And what I wouldn't say he was rebellious. I know he resented the fact that they would not allow him the privilege of reading.
Rightly so.
But he made sure that that was a priority among his children. He wanted it for all of his descendants. So I actually inherited this love. It's a gift that's inside of me. And so it's a passion. It became a passion because my mother actually wanted me to be a teacher. But the classroom was too small. I wanted to reach all children.
Sure.
You know, when you see Snow Hill, all you see is tall trees and swamps and snakes and tall grass.
I was with you until you said swamps and snakes, and then I said, no, I'm not moving.
Yeah, but it's a good picture for me.
Absolutely.
Because when I look at the roads, I know those are roads that he walked. And then his youngest son, which was born like 25 or 30 years after all the other children were born.
Okay.
He walked all the way to Oklahoma City, bought him 200 acres of land, and started it all over again.
So you probably have some family still in Snow...
Shakota, Oklahoma.
And in Oklahoma, too.
Snow Hill and Shakota and Dallas.
Mercy.
And they speak into my life, reminding me of my heritage.
It's real physical, too. These are places that you can go to and environments you can see, that you can connect with. That's got to be really powerful.
It's very powerful for me because I'm a very visual person, and I used to love to sit at the feet of old people. I wanted to know about their past. I wanted to know where they came from. How did they get from here to there? What kinds of things did they go through? Because I learned very quickly, if you don't know where you've been, you don't know where you're going.
Mr. T said something very similar to that.
Yeah.
He said, you can't know where you're going unless you know where you've been.
Exactly.
That was my Mr. T voice right there.
That was real good.
Do what I can.
Well, because of them and because of the stories they told me, things that happened during the time, you know, it was very interesting to me. Even, it's been, what was it, about 5 years ago? I went home and I went looking for my grandfather, my great-grandfather. I wanted to know if he could write. Did he ever learn to write? And so Gilmer is like the county seat where Snow Hill is. And I went looking. Part of the records had been destroyed in the fire. So I started searching back through the death records. And in the death records,